sex like for straight women? That's interesting. I have no idea. Let's get a few perspectives. Shout out to Jubilee for the videos.
When a man penetrates you, can you explain it in a way where men can understand?
How would you explain this to men?
Q-tips. The ears. Wow. Being a typical man, already jumping to the conclusion of what you think a woman would say. What?
I do remember it being a pleasant experience, but
That's
it was
good.
painful. And I was sore for like days after.
I wonder how old she was.
At all, actually. It was really careful about it, and he
I
made
wonder
sure
how old
to
she
ask me if
is
it did for
right
her.
now.
What does it feel like when a man penetrates you? Can you explain it in a way where men can understand?
I'm gonna try my best. For a man, when you really
Right?
are feeling that like relief, except for it's the reverse. You don't like feel it in one spot and kind of like,
Oh, it's the same chick?
girl from the...
it's like oddly satisfying about like roast beef or whatever, and I was like, my vagina kind of does look like roast beef, and I don't know why that's a problem. If you're on birth control,
Depends on how you cut it.
with the implant, I've bled for almost a year straight. So that wasn't
Yeah, I've heard
fun
about that.
at all.
Refreshing for women to hear
Just the way
women
she looked, I wanted to look like her. How do you ever
answer these type of questions.
I have not faked an orgasm. One time in my early days. Because I felt so bad. But never again. I felt like ashamed that I was taking too long. You kind of have this expectation that you're going to act like
No
the
such
girls
thing.
in pornos.
Is it important to find a partner that can make you orgasm? If they can't make you orgasm at first, I think you should find a partner who's willing to learn and adjust to what you want so that you both can have a better time. And I think if they learn to adjust to what you like, then they're a partner worth having around, and that's the partner you want to have sex with.
For so long, I was with partners. I mean, for 5 or 6.
Spit it out.
I'm very familiar with a lot of the things they're saying. The women that I've gotten to know, you know, that we've discussed these type of subjects, especially as far as shame in regards of their urges, sexual urges. It seems that the bottom line is control. Many different reasons: loss of control, need of control, not knowing how to control, and knowing that women go through some of the things we go through that you see on TV, movies, comic books, whatever we joke about, you know. Same way as this is a male-dominated society, it's also male-dominated plight. To find out that, yes, we know women definitely go through things because we're all human, but it's to think that they go through the exact same things. We don't know for sure because we don't talk about that. And it's very comforting to hear women speak on it like I've never had an orgasm. Like, I hear that a lot, but what I would like to know is, what is that really? That you've never experienced an orgasm, or you've never allowed yourself to experience an orgasm. I've met plenty of women who given me both, told me they don't let it get to that point.
When I was first having sex, I was with partners again and again that never made me orgasm, but I also didn't know how to make myself orgasm, so I wasn't...
That right there is exactly what I've always wanted to hear.
You should just know how to make yourself orgasm.
Because sometimes we as men, I mean, it doesn't take that long for us to figure it out. But there's that short amount of time where you just don't know. But when it happens, it happens. And you kind of know. And it's true that some women don't know. Like I said, in a male-dominated society, it's not really promoted for women to be that type of creature or being that masturbates regularly to get to know their body sexually on an autonomy way. You know what I'm saying? There's still societies that exist to this day where they govern women's bodies. But I mean, from birth, like, decisions are made on their physical bodies that they cannot change in the future. It's, you know, it's something that we need to know as men, that sometimes women have trouble knowing their bodies just like we do, in the same ways. The responsibility of climax is put on both ends, is put on to the male, in the, or the penetrator, however that goes.
Right.
And it does not necessarily mean orgasm can only be accomplished through penetration only, which is so not true. It's not easy figuring it out, but once you figure it out, it'll be easy.
Yeah, she's really self-aware. From what I'm hearing from her.
She's also really hot.
It's not necessarily important for me to be with a partner that makes me orgasm, but it is important for me to be with a partner that prioritizes my pleasure.
Right.
What do you consider assault or rape? I think I may have been, but I don't exactly know.
Oof. I know a lot of people are taught rape or assault is this big, scary, aggressive thing. It could be something like with someone you're really comfortable with, or someone you considered yourself to trust.
Many of us have this question. I've had very personal conversations with dear friends who didn't come to terms with the fact that they had been assaulted or raped until 5 or 6 years later.
And then last question. What is something that you wish you learned in sense of
That girls masturbated.
the range of consent and what is no? I wish I was taught more about sex not being
She's
such
pretty.
a shameful thing for women.
I just wanted to make sure I said that.
It was very one-sided in sex ed. I guess it was a lot about the male's point of view. And I guess that makes sense, since a lot of men are the ones teaching that subject for the most part.
To see that. It's about the
But
same
yeah,
thing.
that was our reaction to what is sex like for straight women. You got a lot out of that one, man.
There's more. I just really couldn't really, so many things. I wish they would expand it on their definition of assault and rape, sexual assault specifically. I feel like that's something that men and women should learn together, openly. But you know, there's trauma with that, there's emotions. It shouldn't be a monologue. That's something that should be a dialogue. The expression of experience is a monologue, but the understanding based off no experience should be a dialogue.